Howdy, Lakers Digest, and happy Halloween once again. Let's talk about why Max Christie's been benched, D'Angelo Russell's crazy game, and the Lakers court designed for the in-season tournament. So, let's get right into it. First of all, Max Christie's benching has been a hot topic, especially amongst Lakers fans on Reddit. I've seen so many memes and stuff saying to free Max Christie. Here's my personal favorite. Got a ton of comments and engagement, and I just want to talk a little bit about why I think he's been benched, and that is because the rest of our roster is just way too good. Right now, we just can't afford to be having our new talent in as much as I want to see our young players succeed, especially those who are in development and have a lot of potential like Max. Right now, our games are just getting way too close towards the end. We should not have gone into overtime against the Kings and had such close games against the Suns, the Magic, Nuggets. Literally every single game has been close, and it's been our mainstays like LeBron and D'Angelo Russell who are pulling games in close to either win or bring us back from a late comeback, even if we don't eventually win. So right now, we just can't risk putting in some of these newer players. As much as I wish that they're getting game time right at their start of their seasons, I think it'll be a little bit until we start to see players like Max Christie get a little bit more game action. I know he's been especially clowned because he played, 1 minute against the Nuggets and he hasn't been in much, but it's the start of the season. Our team is still getting our plays and our rhythm together, and so I don't know. I think eventually he'll be playing a bit more. I don't think we should be freaking him out about why he's not playing quite yet. And I really do think that later on in the season, he'll have some incredible time to grow and develop. We've also been starting off our season playing a lineup of really, really strong teams. So many of them were playoff teams who we either lost to or just barely beat. And again, we want to make sure we come out strong right out the gate at the start of the season. And so once we hit a little bit more into the middle and we're playing some lower tier teams, I think that Christie and some of the other new players will get a little bit more game action. But right now, we just have too much depth and too much talent on the court to sacrifice losing a game by getting some of these newer players in, as much as I hope that, again, they see game time action super soon. As I've talked about in so many of my past videos, I really am looking forward to this incoming and new class of Lakers players and seeing how they grow. I think it's so awesome whenever we really put time and effort into developing a player, which now brings me next to D'Angelo Russell. So I want to talk about his game against the Magic. It was absolutely absurd and has people asking, is he back to all-star form? Obviously, D'Angelo Russell started his career with us, and I was so sad when he got traded, and so I'm really happy that he is finally back to the Lakers and is having such incredible potential and growth as a player so far. It really makes me happy to see a player we invested early in be helping us like this. So to go over his stats, he had 28 points and was shooting 50% from the three against the Magic, which is just absolutely absurd for somebody who hasn't really had that 3-point percentage any other time. And I'm really hoping it is indicative of future performances. He's already shaping up to be such a strong, amazing point guard and really fulfilling that point guard need that we've been missing and been lacking. And I don't know, I have high expectations for him, but I'm gonna hesitate and hold off on making a definitive call until about a month into the season. Again, if you've watched anything I've said in the past, you know that I'm a firm believer in waiting a little bit. Obviously, contrarian takes and anything super dramatic is gonna get people talking and get views, but I really do believe we should give the season a month before we start judging or going in on our Lakers for either being inconsistent or whatever else they may be. But that being said, I really hope that D'Angelo Russell keeps this up, and I do believe he has the potential to be carrying us through as the point guard that we've needed for the rest of the season. And again, just so happy that it is a player we invested early in who's returned to us and is just giving so much back to the Lakers. And I really hope he brings back his peak all-star game talents. And then moving on to something totally different than player stats and everything, I want to talk about the Lakers in-season tournament and the court design that has been revealed. Also, totally comment your thoughts on all of the court designs and all that. I think it is really fun that we have unique courts for the first time and are kind of switching up the regular courts. I think it was a really awesome way for NBA teams to get a bit more creative than they usually are and to really distinguish the in-season tournament from the rest of every other game. I still kind of have mixed feelings on the actual in-season tournament. I'm a huge Major League Soccer fan. apologies. And just like I love soccer in general. And so I'm definitely open to it. I think it adds a level of kind of like stress and hype and stakes that we haven't had really in the rest of the NBA until playoff season or on sort of Christmas Day game. So I'm really looking forward to it and seeing how it plays out. Obviously, first year of anything is gonna be a bit rough, so I'm expecting a lot of kind of kinks and bumps in the road. But eventually, I'm hoping it plays out pretty well. I think it's a super fun idea. But yeah, back to the actual court design. What is this? Although I love the idea, I think this is an assault on the eyes. I don't know why we went with the yellow trim around and the purple in the middle. Personally, I think we should have gone with the purple around and the yellow landing strip instead. I mean, obviously the gold and purple is iconic. It is quintessential Lakers. But I mean, even for our jerseys, I have a firm preference for our main purple jerseys with the yellow and black lettering versus our gold jerseys with purple lettering. Maybe it's just some like reminiscence of the Kobe and Gasol era when they used to wear those a lot more, but I don't know. I think we should be leaning into some of our more purple coloring, and I think that the court was a missed opportunity to kind of bring back some of our purple. I feel like we've leaned so much into the yellow and gold in the past few years that we're missing our purple, and hey, we are the purple and gold. We should be using both colors equally. But I mean, maybe once the tournament comes around, the court will look a lot better than it does in pictures so far. I think every team has been like such a hit or miss. One I really actually thought was really interesting was the Bucks. They had a cream trim and then a lighter green in the middle than they usually use. And I thought, again, it was a cool way for them to kind of express and use some colors that they don't use too frequently, which is why I was hoping the Lakers would lean a bit more into some purple floorboards. But aside from that, that's all I got for today. Everybody stay safe on Halloween. Enjoy your Halloween. Go trick-or-treating or go partying. Do whatever the hell you want. I've been Jaya Tewari with Lakers Digest. We make videos a few times a week. And now the season's ramping up. We have a lot of content coming your way. Make sure to subscribe and watch some of our other videos. And again, happy Halloween.